LBTV. We got some glitching going on right now. I don't know if y'all heard, but the Amazon Web Services is down. That's what a lot of these apps and programs use to actually build, develop, and deploy these applications, such as Snapchat and a few others. So, the live streaming software that I use to go live to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and wherever else is basically tweaking right now due to the Amazon Web Services outage or whatever is going on. So this whole live may be laggy. It may be all over the place. Like you're gonna hear me speaking and then you're gonna see my mouth moving 5 seconds later type shit, probably. Like the video may start glitching. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but this is something that I cannot control at this moment. Like not even my hard drive could control the shit. So basically, that's what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. When I woke up to that news, I really did not want to start a live today. I really did not want to go live today. I did not want to do the podcast today because of those reasons. But I'm like, bro, I ain't about to, like we ain't about to let little things like that just stop us from getting productive, from getting things done. And I told y'all that I was gonna come live almost every single day if I cannot do every day. So I'm going to keep my word with that. With that being said, we do have a word of the day. Bear with me. Let me gather the word of the day. Take your time to settle in. When you get in the building, make sure you leave a comment, drop a comment. Let me know you're in the building. If you want to shout your name out, shout your name out. Comments will be shown on the screen. So they will be displayed. So if you ever want to shout something out or share something, that is a way you can do that. Once again, like I said, for anybody who's just joining, Amazon Web Services are down. So this entire stream will be laggy. This entire stream will be laggy. That is something that I cannot control right now. That is only something that Amazon Web Services can control. So, due to Amazon being down, the platform that I am using to authorize and release this live stream in real time is facing some back end difficulties due to the Amazon Web Services outage. Okay. So I just want to let that be known. Like, I don't want anybody to comment like, hey, you're lagging, it's off, it's choppy. That's something that I cannot control today. That's something that I cannot control today. It's disturbing me. So I know it may disturb a few of the viewers or listeners, or whoever comes to tune in. But like I said, if you listen to this and you're not really here for the footage, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Word of the day. That's what I was supposed to get to. Word of the day, word of the day, word of the day. Let me get to the word of the day. All right. Give me like 5 seconds. Bear with me. Let me load it up. And then when I load it up, I have to read the definition so that way I can just say it to you. I don't like to read like a robot. So let's see. We got 5 here. Let me just see which one fits with this. All right, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna need help with pronunciation. So here's when I'm gonna call in. I'm going to need help with pronouncing this word. So we're gonna go into this word into Google, right? And they have a alacrity pronunciation feature. Okay, so the word of the day is alacrity. And basically what alacrity means is they had the pronunciation for me. I'm so stupid. Okay, definition basically is brisk and cheerful readiness, quick, eager action, basically. So that kind of describes me. So like Amazon Web Services is down. And something inside of me was like, hey, don't go live, kind of, because it's going to be a shitty live. It's going to be laggy like it is right now. It's going to be laggy throughout the whole live. And it's going to be kind of choppy and robot-y. I don't like that. But the alacrity in me, if hopefully I'm in it right or using the word right, just was so eager to be a man of my word. So I was just like, hey, you gotta go live. If you said you're gonna go live every single day or almost every day when you have the ability to go live. So that's what we're here doing. As far as what we're gonna be talking about today, that's neither here nor there. Okay? That's neither here nor there. But I will say this. I have been watching a whole lot of Trap More Ross. My bad. We getting some notifications right now. We got a whole bunch of new messages. Okay, so basically, Trap More Ross. He's been going crazy. If anybody does not know who Trap Law Ross is, and I'm saying Trap More Ross and Trap Law Ross. Yes, correctly. Trap Law Ross is this guy who basically does breakdowns of rappers, of artists, of things that go on in the entertainment industry, 9 times out of 10. So if this person is a viral rapper, if this person is trending, if this person is an artist, makes music, or has anything to do with music at some point in life, Trap Law Ross, 9 times out of 10, is going to cover that, especially if it has some violence and some negativity towards it. That's what his page is based on. Okay. And I don't want to say like that's what he looks for, or I don't want to say it's belittling or diminishing, but it's like, majority of the things that he discusses and breaks down is public record and public information. So with that being said, we can take our judgments on it however we want to. So we can judge him, or we can look at it like, hey, he's just doing his job as a journalist. Okay. But he has recently created a new entity on YouTube, and that channel is called Trap More Ross. Trap More Ross. And on this YouTube, he has been specifically breaking down the David and Celeste case, D4VD case, and this girl Celeste, which is the 14 to 60-year-old girl who has been missing from the ages 14 going on to 16, and her body was found inside of a Tesla truck, which was owned by the artist David, D4VD. For anyone who has not known, who has not seen these articles, or have never seen this in general. Basically, that's what he's been covering a lot on his YouTube channel. And he has also covered a bunch of other things. He's covering the G Herbo topic. He's covering a bunch of war in Chicago, he's just covering a bunch of drama topics, right? And one of his recent topics, I would want to say from yesterday or the day before yesterday, but this is no longer than 48 to 72 hours old. He has basically posted a recent video of the Playboy Cardi scenario. So, Playboy Cardi is another rapper who's a part of the second generation SoundCloud wave, I would want to say. Some people say the first generation SoundCloud wave is Chance the Rapper and some of his chair, and maybe even before. They would consider that as the first generation of SoundCloud rappers and SoundCloud artists. So some people consider Little Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi, Trippie Redd, and a few others as second generation SoundCloud artists. With that being said, Playboy Cardi has then blew up and surpassed SoundCloud and a lot of the SoundCloud artists, in my opinion. And he has grown on to become this viral act where anything he does makes TMZ, it makes it on the TMZ, it makes it onto the Shade Room, it makes it onto all of these viral blog posting sites or whatever it is, these blogging companies, right? It makes its way to their platforms and their feeds. And recently, there has been a bunch of articles going around about Playboy Cardi being a serial abuser. For anybody who does not know what a serial abuser is, I don't really know specifically what that is. But from my knowledge of a serial killer, I would just consider a serial abuser as a person who goes around abusing in general, no matter who it is and what it is. They just go around abusing. Okay. So he's been getting this title of serial abuser. He's recently been arrested and charged with punching his driver in the face or beating his driver up. But that is not the only reason as to why this article is going viral. So allegedly, he has attacked his girlfriend and mother and the mother of his child while they were pregnant. He just like there has been a lot of scenarios to where he's been arrested and charged for practically abusing his significant other. Now, it's a difference if you end up in this situation once or twice, maybe even once to three times, maybe even up to, I can't even say four times, you know, because then it's like, fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me twice, can put the blame on you. Fool me three times, fuck the peace sign, load at the chopper, let it rain on you. Like, that's kind of how I look at things in life in general. Sorry, but J. Cole, that's what he embedded into my head. And that's just, I feel like that's facts. So, with that being said, bro, going around just abusing people multiple times is just crazy. Like, at some point, we're not going to keep looking at it like, maybe this is just a domestic dispute. Maybe they were just, going at it. We don't know what led to this. When it happens 5-6 times too much, 5-6 times too many, that's where you get the serial abuse allegations coming in at. And basically, they're saying that he punched the driver while the driver was not looking. He attacked his driver because his driver was basically trying to break up a fight with him and his girlfriend. All of this shit is just, it's just insane. It's just crazy to me, honestly. So that's basically what I've been watching. That's what I've been looking into. I think we could share the screen again. As a matter of fact, no, because we're too laggy today. Amazon Web Services got a bunch of shit down, so my whole entire live stream is just, it's freezing and just laggy and shit, and it's disturbing me. So I don't want to share the screen on a YouTube video and then we just have a whole lagging video that we try to break down. So I guess we'll just do it like this, right? I'll do it how I did it yesterday. Let's load this up and let's get a better understanding of this, because I'm basically speaking on off of what I've read. When I rather just let the journalists do their job. I'm not a journalist and I don't seek to be a journalist. I don't want to be. That is a very difficult job. I don't think I could do that. So let's just find a journalist specifically speaking on this topic in the case. Let's see if I find a short video. All like 10 minutes long. This is just crazy. But they have a video of him basically ignoring a fan in jail when doing mug shots. Like, it's just, it's a bunch, like repetitively getting arrested for abusing the person that you're dating at the time, like continuously. You need to just not date nobody at this point. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, and I'm speaking from somebody who's actually also been in this perspective as well. Like, I've also had to face a DV myself. I've also done got, I done got, what do you call it? Like, where you don't realize what you're doing in the moment, like, basically. So I didn't partaken in this activity. I have not really like overly punched a female, like none of that. Like, that's not nothing we do. I'm more so on some like back off of me, like don't touch me type shit. You touch me, you might get smacked off of a like humanely reaction of self-defense kind of. So I've been in these instances, have my little run-ins with the law, but it has never been like, I don't have more than five. I can't name you more than 5 times that I've been into an instance to where I'm like putting my hands on a female, or even 3 times where I'm putting my hands on a female. And what I want to get to is, anytime that I felt the need that I had to put my hands on a female, I have also realized to exit that situation. So if I done did some dumb shit and made a mistake, like put my hands on a female in that moment, I have felt horrible for doing that and reflected. And the way that I apologize is by changing my actions. You understand me? So yeah, I haven't done that. So since I've looked into it and realized, whoa, what the fuck am I doing? What are you doing? What is going on? That's some shit that I've done as like a team. Arguing with your girl, you and your girl get into it, y'all fighting, you guys are throwing stuff at each other, like shit like that. That's understandable. But what he's getting arrested for, this is some like, it's a little bit more disturbing, you know, choking a pregnant woman, Kicking her in the back, like this is just diabolical. She's pregnant. You kicking her in the back. It's just diabolical. Like, I'm just sorry. You feel me? Like, these are things that, let's take away the abuse. You are potentially killing your child, brother man. Like, that is where it's a bit like, come on, how can you not control yourself to a certain extent here? I could understand us getting tricked out of position. I could understand you like getting caught in the moment of something. But there's only a certain amount of times that we can utilize that. There's only a certain amount of times that you can get tricked out of your position. There's only a certain amount of times that, like, you can keep pointing the finger and be like, hey, somebody is getting me to do this. Like, I'm sorry. We all have the ability to control the way we react. And once I understood that, that's when I learned, okay, if I feel the need that I have to like punch my girlfriend, maybe I need to remove myself from the situation. Maybe I need to not have this girlfriend or no girlfriend in general. Like, if I gotta feel like I gotta punch my girls, I need to not have girls. Is what I'm trying to state here. Like, that's just me as a person. I do some self-awareness. I do some reevaluation. If I gotta punch you, because I don't want to punch you. You understand? Like, as a man, if you just want to punch your girl, bro, you need help. Because genuinely, I don't want to punch my girl. Like, and if you get me to a point in life to where I ever feel like I want to or have to punch you, I gotta remove myself. And there's nothing wrong with that as men. Like, remove yourself before you end up looking like this. This is totally disgusting. This is distasteful, disgraceful. Now let's get into this, man. Let's get into this, man. And there's a lot going on, bro. We got the shutdown going on. We got serial abuse of rappers going around. We got the fucking Snapchats and all of these apps going down because majority of these apps are fucking working with Amazon Web Services. And now, right now, we're left with AI. That's the only thing that I don't see is not working right now. The AI services. I didn't hear no shortages with AI. This is crazy, yo.
Playboy Carti's music, we love to get lit, we love to get.
This is Trap More Ross, guys.
But can we just move on from this clown once?
If you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all go subscribe to him. He's definitely dope. I watch a lot of his content. I don't know why it says I'm not subscribed to this page, but I just had to click subscribe as well because I go to him for a lot of insight on what's going on with these rappers, these entertainers, and in that realm and in that world. Because when I sign off of these social media platforms and when I'm not live, I like to live my life as a human, which means I fully check out. So when I fully check out, I'm checked out. Like, I don't know what's going on TikTok. I don't know nothing. Like, I don't. I only know what people around me may share and show me. And sometimes I'm not even open to seeing what people around me want to share and show me. Anybody that knows me know that. I'm just always in my own bubble. And I appreciate that. I love that. It keeps me happy and peaceful.
Accused of assault. Okay, he was arrested. All right, whilst he was on the road during one of his tour stops in Utah, and he has been apparently cited with assaulting a limo driver. Okay, but apparently the story gets much worse than just a mere assault of a limo driver. No, this appears to be a long-running pattern of behavior that we've observed with Playboy Carti, because apparently things got much deeper than just the simple assault of a worthless limo driver. Just a service worker. That's all good. That's all good. I'm being sarcastic here, okay? But basically, they're saying that Playboy Carti was cited with assaulting a limo driver. But why would he want to assault this limo driver? Okay, well, there's been a more serious allegation.
But why would he?
Okay, and you're not going to see it in every article, but
this is hilarious.
It's pretty bad. Okay, so basically, a popular hip hop artist was issued a citation earlier this month for allegedly striking a limo driver during a recent stop on his tour in Utah. Wasatch County Sheriff's Department responded to a reported altercation near River Road on State Route 40 on October the 2nd. According to a police report obtained by KSL.com Friday through a public records request, an initial caller told police that they witnessed two men fighting and mentioned that two black SUVs were connected to the incident. A short time later, a limo driver, the alleged victim, called and told police what happened and remained at the scene until they arrived. The limo driver told deputies that he had picked up his client, who was later identified as Jordan Terrell Carter, who goes goes by the stage name Playboy Carti in Park City and was headed towards Utah County. Carter was in Utah for a show at the Delta Center on October the 3rd, and according to the limo driver, he was driving him to a rehearsal in Utah County. The limo driver, who asked his name not be shared, told KSLFriday.com that the company he drives for was hired to transport Carter around during his time in Utah. The driver recounted the day of the incident, picking up the rapper and his entourage from a hotel in Park City to drive them to Utah Valley University in Orem for Carter's rehearsal. He also noted the couple was smoking marijuana in the vehicle, according to the report. The driver stated that the fight was escalating. Now, there's some interesting details that are omitted here. But
moral of the story. Moral of the story, basically. They was getting high, smoking or whatever in the car with the limo, with the driver. Boom, 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 boom. They get into an argument. Him and his girlfriend, Playboy Carti and his girlfriend. They get into an argument. Allegedly. This is all allegedly. They get into an argument. And he starts punching her or punched her in the face, allegedly. And then the driver, I guess, punched him shit or something. Allegedly. It's all allegedly. And then the driver jumps into this basically. And he beat up the driver, I guess. I guess Playboy Carti beat up the driver. Like, mind your business. I'm beating up my bitch and you're trying to jump in. Mind your business. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I don't have any opinion on it, but I just want to see how this plays out though. Because this, like I said, this is not the first time of these allegations. Yesterday I was watching the footage where they had something from I think 2023 with his with his recent baby's mother. And he kicked her in the back, was punching her, and she had to press SOS on the car, basically. And I'm just like as a man, like I don't understand, like as a man, like how do we get there? Like how do we get here in life to where like a female has to like press SOS in the car because of her boyfriend, not even because of like a random guy's trying to just get in her car and fucking do something to her or kidnap her, but because the person that she has a child with and the person that she sleeps with and is supposedly dating is making her so unsafe that she feels the need to press this SOS button on the car. Then another thing that like that I noticed was like in the footage, she's like, "Oh, I had to press SOS in the car, and that's basically what saved me." They all ran away when they heard the lady start speaking to me. So basically, the car company, I don't know if it was, I think it was Mercedes Benz, not BMW, Mercedes Benz, if I'm not mistaken. So she had to press SOS on her Mercedes Benz, right? Mercedes Benz called the police for her. So thanks to Mercedes Benz and their SOS button, the police showed up and arrived to help her. And even then, these niggas were gone already. Niggas skedaddled. So this is where I'm like, how do you have enough thought and wherewithal to say, hey, oh shit, she pressed SOS, the police is coming, let me get away. But you don't have the thought to not do this to the person that's carrying your child. Like there's other ways we could go about shit. I'm sorry, but as a man, as a father that's been through some of this shit, there's other ways that we can go about this shit. There's other ways that we can go about this. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to keep using curse words, get arrested. I don't even know if some of the stuff that I'm saying is gonna get me banned. But basically, like, yeah, when I say arrested, I'm talking about virtually, guys. But yeah, like I'm just trying to understand how do we get to that stage and that point in life to where you just like to where your daughter's mother got to call the police through a SOS button on her car. Like, that's just diabolical, bro. So yeah, I wanted to speak on that. Definitely. I wanted to come here and speak on that. I do have Playboy Carti's recent album downloaded. Yes, I did download his recent album. And this is before this happened. I was a big supporter of the album. I wouldn't say a big fan or supporter of Playboy Carti because I'm not a fan, to be all the way honest. Like, for me to be a fan, I would have to know a lot of information, and there's a lot of shit that I don't know about this guy. So that's why I'm like, it would be like fake to come for me to consider myself a fan. But I respect creativity. I love creativity, and that album I definitely appreciate it. But it's giving me like mixed signals now of how to like look at this guy moving forward, and also like when listening to this music, like I don't even know if I could go back and listen to this album now. Basically, after even just discussing this here, and after me knowing what I've saw, basically, I'm not here to partake in any smutting on anybody's name. I'm not here to like bash anybody or create smear campaigns or none of that. But when I feel like something is injustice or something is fucked up and we're not speaking about it, or no one is acknowledging it, I gotta somewhat like it's like something in me that just urges me to just get it off my chest, basically, so that I can feel better knowing that I attempted to do something. Because like I was watching the footage with his daughter's mother, and she really didn't want to call the police type shit. Like she didn't want to. Even the like she didn't even call the police. Like, you understand what I'm stating? She had to press the SOS button on her vehicle, and they called the police. Like, she didn't even want to call the police. That takes a lot for a female. That takes a lot for a woman. That means this woman is very understanding of a man's life, of what a man has to go through in life. To not even want to be like, oh shit, I'm getting beat the fuck out of, and I still don't want to call the police on this nigga. So yeah, that's what really made me want to like speak on it. That's why I'm here discussing it today, because I just couldn't let that just get swept under the rug like that, bro. Like, for me, I can't. I'm sorry. The GOAT. Yo, much love and appreciation, man. Much love and appreciation. Love always, big bro. Love always. What you up to though? What you been up to? But yeah, man, like I said, I just wanted to come here and just speak on that, because I feel like not a lot of people spoke on it the first two times. And for me, I didn't specifically speak on it when it happened with Azalea. So I'm really speaking on this for Iggy Azalea and the last baby mother that he got, which I think is from 2023 or something, or 2024. I'm not familiar because I'm not a fan and I don't invest my time into people's lives. But something happened with Iggy Azalea when they was together. He would, So for me, that was just crazy, because I'm like, yo, this is Iggy. I don't think Iggy's just gonna wake up and lie on you like this, my nigga. Like, Iggy came from what with T.I. and them. Like, I'm not bugging. Am I bugging? Like, Iggy, she's not. She hasn't been like the coolest. Yes, she used to be a laughing stock at one point. She was like a meme. But like, I kind of respect Iggy Azalea. I don't know. I kind of like have a respect for her. Like, what is it? The I'm So Fancy song? What song? I feel like she has a song that I liked at one moment that I respect her for. You feel me? So when she comes out and says certain things, I take her word for it, kind of, like, if that makes sense. Like, she's not the person that's just in our face saying shit every minute. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Yo, Jared, what up, big bro? What up? What up, Leaky? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, brother. Happy Monday. How are you feeling? Sorry if the stream is laggy like y'all see. This is all due to Amazon Web Services. I don't know what's been going on, but the shit has been laggy for a few. Not even my hard drive could save this shit right now. Like, this is what we got to go through as streamers, man. When they put out the AI shit, they're using all of our power, all of our energy and resources, and now all of our shit freezes up while the AI shit works. You could use a chat GPT like nothing right now, probably. Yeah, but like that just blew my eyes. Yeah, so like Amazon Web Services is down, and what I use to go live, they use Amazon Web Services. So I'm fortunate to even be able to be live speaking to you guys right now. But the fact that I'm live, it does come with some consequences, which means we're gonna be laggy. It's gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be choppy, man. It's gonna be choppy. It's nothing I can really do about that right now. Y'all at Amazon, tell Amazon pay their bill or something, or fix the service. I don't know. It's nothing I can do. But yeah, man, happy Monday. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody. I just was speaking about the Playboy Cardi incident. They call him Playboy Cardi a serial abuser. He has been going around basically racking up on some motherfucking domestic dispute charges, racking up on abuse charges, just racking up on domestic violence charges or whatever these are. I don't know what he's getting them transitioned into, because the money talks, So we could turn a felony to a misdemeanor with some money. Like, and when I say we, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about humanity, all of us humans in life. With power and resources, you could change a lot of things around. So that's what I'm noticing right now. The headline is Playboy Cardi is being arrested for beating up his limo driver. The limo driver is really trying to highlight the fact that, nah, nigga, this ain't got shit to really do with me. This nigga want to beat on his girl. And I ain't for it. So that's what I mean by, like, money talks. Money talks, where the article will come out like a limo driver. It won't come out like beating up his girlfriend, kind of. So that's not the highlight of the articles right now. The highlight is Playboy Cardi, limo driver. Playboy Cardi driver. Playboy Cardi driver. And 9 times out of 10, when he was racking up on all of these charges, that's basically how they've been rolling them out. They've been rolling them out kind of like, the proof is in the pudding. Just don't get the peas mixed up. They have been just not showing you the peas. They just been showing you the roof, not the proof. You understand me? So future reference, like, just look a little bit more into the articles, especially when you see that name moving forward. When you see that name, look a little bit more into the articles, because justice is important, and us just speaking up, us just supporting these females can actually do a lot. We don't know what they're going through behind the scenes. We don't know, like, the half of what they're going through, and having to deal with somebody that has more money, more resource, more power than them. That can that could become like slavery, man. Like, we don't know what any of these females do. We don't know what he's going through as well, also. So let's just have an open mind and an open eye when we see these articles come out in general. Please. It's very important. Other than that, what else has been going on, yo? What else has been going on, yo? They trying to figure out if the David kid, which is the artist, where they found the 15-year-old girl inside of a Tesla. Did anybody do we remember that 15-year-old girl that was found inside the Tesla with the body parts, and they was trying to figure out, why is this girl inside this rapper's trunk? Why is her body dismembered in this rapper's trunk? So now they're having a little bit more information. They saying that he started talking to this girl on Fortnite or something like that. Started, playing the games with her. Then he got her on Discord and basically got her on all of the other social media platforms. They also saying that he may have, or she may have had her own apartment to stay with. That's why she kept running away from her family members. Whatever, she had her own apartment to stay with in downtown Los Angeles. And they think that may be some type of connection there. Also, they're looking into the surveillance footage. So they're looking into the security cameras of the house and of the neighbors to figure out if they could catch this girl either going out, going in, whatever. If they could catch somebody going out, going in, trying to dispose of something looking suspicious or anything like that or in that nature. And they're also trying to figure out who was the last person to drive the Tesla, if I'm not mistaken. With that being said, while they're looking for all of this information and trying to get the probable causes to actually go in to this information, no arrests have been made, which I can understand and I can see that. There could be no arrest made because they do have to get some clearances from the judges. They cannot just say, hey, somebody's been murdered, give us this, give us that, from everybody that has nothing to do with this. Like, just because somebody lives on a block where a murder happened, that does not mean that they're obligated to sit here and just, give you their footage and just give you their Ring cameras and just give you all of their stuff. So technically, somebody on that block and a bunch of people on that block can be assholes and say, hey, we're not giving you shit, do your job. So we don't know why there has been no arrest made, but Let's just keep that in mind as to why there has been no arrest made. But yeah, social media detectives, they don't play that shit. Internet detectives don't play that shit. They don't play that. They don't play that. So he started off his tour with caskets. He was bringing caskets to the shows. I don't know what that was for. For me, that's a bit weird. I put caskets on my merchandise. I put the caskets on the merchandise because the song that I released was called Mortician. You understand? And even then, I didn't show up with a casket for the pop-up or something. Like I think that would be like a little, like we're not trying to wake up the dead. We're not even trying to alarm anything in that vicinity. Like that's just certain things I feel like we shouldn't play with. And I think the casket is one of them. So he was having this like corpse casket pop up at his shows, at the merch stands, and people could buy merchandise and stuff. And there's blood on the merchandise, like it's like regular white shirts, and then he's dipping his hand in fake blood, putting it on the shirts. There has been an alleged claim that what if that is real blood on the shirts and what was in the casket when he's doing this? To start off your tour like that, and then midst of your tour, a body gets found in your Tesla, and then you stop the tour. Like I don't. It's just I'm a coincidence guy, but like it's just too many coinky dinkies. Like I'm a coincidence guy, not a coinky dink. Like this ain't a this for me. I just genuinely feel like this is so hard to be a coinky dink. I don't know. It's just like it's weirding me out. It's bugging me the fuck out. I really genuinely want to know what happened to this little girl because I have a little sister. I have a daughter. I have sisters in general. I have little sisters in general. You know. So for me, when like looking into this, when like reading this, when watching the videos on it, when reading the news articles, it really just put me into a like an emotional space. Even when as I'm speaking about this right now, it puts me into an emotional space of like, what the like how? Like what the fuck? Like, okay, even if you didn't like I don't like I can't even get into the even if you didn't kill this girl because my thing is it's just like it's all disgusting. It's like, bro, you're like 20, 21 or whatever. What are you doing with a 16-year-old? Like, what can you possibly do with a 16-year-old? Like, you can then go into the clubs. You can go to a club. You can go date someone that's 25. When you become the age 21, you can now move forward in life. But just genuinely, I feel once you reach a certain age, like I don't even think you should be like at 21, you shouldn't even be dating a 17-year-old. Like even an 18-year-old is a bit weird to me. It's like you reach 21 and you want an 18-year-old now? Like, come on, you just was 18 not too long ago. Like, that's not weird to you. You don't want to let her grow. You don't want to go find somebody that's 21, 20 going on 22. You don't want to find someone that's 22 going on 23. Let alone you don't want somebody that's 25. But for me, genuinely, it's a bit weird to me. Like my daughter's mother's 25 going on 26. I'm 23, you know? And beyond my daughter's mother, like before I was dating her, I've always seeked to date older. Maybe it could be what I've been through in life or whatever, but I've always seeked to date older. Like I'm not saying super older than me. I'm just saying like I felt more comfortable knowing that someone is my age and above is what I'm trying to state here. Like I feel overly comfortable dating anyone that's my age and above. But I have never like seriously like I've never like felt the need to like even want to like dibble and dabble with somebody that's like younger than 18 or something. Like it's just like I'm 23. You at 8, what am I gonna do with an 18-year-old? What am I gonna do to a 17-year-old? So that's just kind of how I look at it. Like at 21, what are you doing with a 16-year-old? Like I don't you shouldn't even be playing a video game with a 16-year-old low key. It's all distasteful. You don't have somebody that's 23 you can play a video game with. So that's just how I look at the whole entire shit in my opinion, man. That's just really how I look at it. It's just all distasteful, bro. But yeah, that's really what I've been invested into right now. That's what I've been looking into heavily. I'm trying to get down to the bottom of this case. So I've been tracking it like every day, looking for new articles, new evidence. Um, I just really want to know like what happened to this little girl, what occurred. Like I don't feel like that it should just end like that. Like, she was missing since 14. Her body was discovered on like her 16th birthday, and they said like 16-year-old girl missing. These are like wordplay things that I feel like we need to like keep in mind. She's been missing since 14. Practically, she died at 15. And you're going around like 16-year-old girl. These things are very major. She never made it to 16. So for me, like genuinely, these things are just very major. So for us to just like sweep it under the rug, I just can't do that sometimes with certain things. Like I just can't. So for the Celeste girl, I really genuinely want to know what happened, how this happened, and why and how she ended up in the trunk. Like, but I can't just settle with they found her in the trunk and they released her to her family and then we have a funeral. Like that's just I don't know. Like I wouldn't want that done to me. So I just can't do that. So I'll definitely look more into it. Any more information that I get, I will be sharing that. If you don't want to know any more information on that, you could just check out. But yeah, I will be sharing that as I get more information. Other than that, the Playboy Cardi serial abuser shit, that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not saying, hey, don't listen to this guy, listen to this guy, whatever. You could take what you want from it. You could do what you want to do with it. That's just me just sharing this information, just bringing it here. That's what I came across. Me, when I learn something, I like to share it. That's it. That's why I do these. But other than that, though, I'm about to get back to my life. I love you guys. Peace, blessings, prosperity. I hope everybody is enjoying their Monday. I hope everybody continues to have a great and blessed Monday. Let's just state that. If I get any other like energy reports or information or something that I feel like is content or we should come share, I will be turning on the live and we will be back. So definitely check your notifications. Other than that, though, subscribe, comment, like, share, follow. Do what you need to do to make sure that you're in tune for when I do these live streams. Like I said, when I'm doing these, man, we going to try to do these shits every single day. And if I can't do them every day, every other day. So if you don't get a notification or you don't see me pop up on your screen tomorrow, live, talking some shit, expect me the day after that. Okay. But I just want you to know we ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be breathing until I stop breathing. I'm going to speak until I stop speaking. Go. We here. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Like I said, make sure when you come in, you stop by, drop a comment, share a message, share yourself, whatever it is, do whatever you feel comfortable doing. Love, peace, blessings, prosperity always. Go. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. I hope there's some more going on too, so I can come back.